Hey, how are you? Hang tight, I'm gonna go grab something. I'll be right back. Hey. Sorry about that. I forgot one of my tools that I need for tonight. How are you doing? My name is Sarah, aka the Mill Coach, and I am a millennial leadership coach. And so what that means is I work with millennials who know that they were meant to do something really big, and I help them do it, right? So hey, Florida Scott, how are you? What's up for you today? What do you do? I'm really curious about you, Florida Scott. You show up a lot. What is your job? Hey, Joshua, good to see you too. My boys are in the house. I love it. Woohoo. And what do you do, Joshua? I'm curious. Tell me. A professor? What do you teach? Curious. Hey, Ryan. Payson Reedon, I love that. Joshua, you own an auto body shop. Awesome. You know, my car got some hail damage last year, and finding somebody to fix it that didn't take 12 months was amazing. Oh, it was hard. Leadership education. Ooh, so that makes sense. Walking, reading, scoping, Ryan. I love it. So we're having a little gentleman's party in the house in Scope tonight. This is awesome. Well, I just wanted to hop on really quick because I had a really great day and wanted to share that and some of the aha moments that I had, and would love to know how your day was. So, Professor, did you have to teach school today? Did you have a good day at the auto body shop, guys? Ryan, did you have a good day? What was up? I got to hang out with one of my oldest and dearest buddies. Do you have a friend that you have been friends with like your whole life? Right, this was my friend that I got to hang out with today. Her name is Amanda Kent. She lives in my hometown of Pocatello, Idaho, and we grew up in 4-H together. She had a little pony named Sam, and he was the orneriest little shithead, and I liked to make him dance like a lip-is-honor. That was my claim to fame. I could get him to rear up and be really cool. If the moon were made of cheese, would I eat it? I love cheese. I don't know. So anyway, I got to spend some time with Amanda. He won a pony, Joshua. They're awesome, right? Being a horse freak, you know, this was what we did. We would go and we would ride all the time. And her parents were so cool. It's icy here, so accomplished desk work. That's a good day. That's a good day, you know, staying in and being really productive. I love that. So Amanda's parents were really great in that my parents worked a lot, right? My parents got divorced when I was really young, and my mom was always working, and my dad, I didn't live with him, and so, you know, to be a horse person and not have a lot of parental support or, you know, availability because they weren't around was really important, and so her family really took me in and kind of wrapped their arms around me. And anyway, we just grew up being in you know, horse shows and rodeos, and she went on to be Miss Rodeo Idaho and has been doing some really great stuff. She's actually an equine guided educator, so we do some similar work these days. So who is that friend in your life, right, that you just, every time you're together, it's like you've never skipped a beat? I want you to think of that person for a minute and just kind of connect with your body and just, you know, maybe even in your heart space, just be like, all right, how does that feel, right, when I think of that person or when I'm around that person? Because I don't know, after spending the day with Amanda at the National Western Stock Show here in the Denver area, I feel like on fire. I feel connected. I feel like my history is really good, and I'm even like teary-eyed about it, which is kind of crazy. But I think that it's important for us to give ourselves the opportunity to connect back with the emotions that we really love in our lives. And so, you know, I get by with a little help from my friends, right? I was a horse person because of people that wrapped their arms around me, like hauled my horse from horse show to horse show, and, you know, hauled hay and all of that stuff. You like my earrings? Thank you. They're a little like wild and kind of, you know, shiny, but I like them. They're wintry, and it's kind of cold and wintry here too. I'm headed to Montana to see Ryan next week, and I'm hearing it's going to be really, really cold there, so I might have to bring these to, you know, be the ice queen or something. And ice queen in the best possible way, of course. But anyway, the whole idea that, you know, you can lean on your community and they love you, and there's just so many people to support you, just is filling my heart with joy as I think about all of the awesome memories that Amanda and I have had, and just seeing her bloom into a woman who is being an entrepreneur and just following her heart and bringing horses into the world is really cool. So connect with that feeling of being around those people that you love, those people that have been there for you. and supported you as you followed your wild, awesome, crazy dreams. And didn't think tonight, what's something that you can do unexpected to, maybe fill their cup up a little bit. Because I know, she fills mine up every single day. And or every single day that I talk to her. We don't talk all the time, but it just feels really good. And so in the relationships, there's got to be this win-win opportunity, right? That, it's not just take. What are you doing to be that, unexpected light in somebody's day? Can you send them a text message? Can you send them an email? Can you, better yet, even pick up the phone and say, here's this story that I really remember where we were awesome. Right, I remember, like I was saying, making Amanda's pony Red do Lipizzaner jumps when we were like maybe 12. But I also just remember early mornings, I was going and curling her hair for a rodeo queen competition, and just the times where it felt like she was a sister to me because, I'm an only child. I didn't grow up with a brother or sister, and so she was kind of that person for me. So I want you to just think about that today. All right? Sound good? Give me some hearts if you want to, give some love to your people. I think it's a good reminder because we get so busy in our day-to-day experiences that we often forget about those little things. Thank you for those hearts. I so appreciate it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And just because I love doing this, I'm going to do a medicine card, an animal card reading. And this is just from a purely, I'm curious and want to learn about nature because, the fact that there are so many beautiful animals out there, for one, is cool, and we should stop once in a while and appreciate that. But the fact that we can learn really cool things from them is also quite lovely. And I think it's really, fun to learn from animals. So, Florida Scott, are you still there? Are you there? Or Joshua? One of you guys? Perhaps. Hey, how are you? If you're just joining in. All right, Florida Scott, tell me when to stop. I'm just kind of shuffling these cards here. We'll pick an animal, just round our evening out, see what we can learn and how they might contribute to our amazing leadership. All right, so here we go. The weasel. I've never read anything about the weasel, so let's see. And this is just a book. I'm curious. I like to learn from everything, from nature, from really smart professors, from books, from really great people. That is another thing today at the National Western. As Amanda and I were kind of bebopping around, we ran into somebody that we knew from way back, and it ends up that today we've got some really amazing connections and possibilities to work together. And it was like, God, isn't it cool how shit just happens like that? You meet somebody unexpectedly and boom, stuff's awesome. So, hey, Kristen, good to see you. Glad you're hopping in. We are talking about weasel now. We were also just talking about how friends are a great part of your life and you should, do your best to nurture, feed, and water those relationships. All right, so weasel, this is interesting, is all about being stealthy. So are you stealthy? In what aspects of your life do you need to be stealthy? Yes? Weasel. Who's in the hen house now? If I were to ask you, you'd say it was the cow. Interesting. So weasel has an incredible amount of energy and ingenuity. And I know I have an incredible amount of energy. And after being with Amanda today, I'm like, whoa, freaking out, really, really big energy all the way around. But ingenuity, what's something that you've done that you can celebrate where you really have brought some ingenuity to the table, whether it's in relationships or in your business or something like that. Hey, how are you? Thanks for hopping in. We're talking about the beauty of what you can learn from weasel, right? And relationships. It says, it's not without significance that the weasel pelt is worn by royalty. Weasel ear hears what's really being said. This is a great ability. Weasel eyes see beneath the surface of a situation to know that many ramifications of an event, or to know the many ramifications. This, too, is a rare gift. So what do you think about that? Right? Knowing the ramifications of an event. The chiefs sent Weasel to the enemy camp to smoke them for power. What are the medicines of the enemy? Hey, sad America. What is that? I don't know what that is. So it says, look to weasel power to tell you the hidden resources behind anything. Some people are put off by weasel medicine, talent, and abilities, but they're no bad medicines. We all have power, or we would not be here to heal Mother Earth. Perhaps if you have weasel power, you should use your secret gifts for the good of all. Observe who or what needs your attention or a solution and offer your assistance in your own quiet or discreet way. So there you go. There's some weaselness. Be stealthy. Go out there, do something awesome, do your epic shit, nurture your relationships, get fired up by being around people that make you feel good. And yeah, what do you think about that? What are you taking away? What are you going to go do differently? What are you going to do to rock this weekend? Right? I hope it's something really awesome. All right. I've got friends coming into town tomorrow night. They're gonna stay the weekend, so I'm just gonna continue this wave of friends and going to stock show and being surrounded by horses and cattle and people that are awesome. All right. So you do the same, and I'll talk to you on another scope. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And head over to my website, sarahjoes.com, if you want to know more about what I do to help millennials. And thank you, Florida Scott. Thanks, Joshua. Thanks, everybody, for